Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. G Man. All right. How much? We got 15 minutes or so here. Plenty of time for questions. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Sniper? How are you, man? Good morning. It's solid. This Jackson, just pick which one you like the best between the two they offer. Um, Tradify, I believe Tradify doesn't have activation fees like Apex, correct? On the evals they offer, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And Take Profit doesn't have activation fees either. Apex does. After you pass your eval, you have an activation fee. But if you don't pass it, you're saving money, right? Instead of losing the. I guess there's ups and downs both ways. So. Good morning, Jay. What's up, Joseph? What's up, Kim? I'm saying, is Kim okay? All right. Stretch a little bit. Oh, hit a nice push day at the gym this morning. It was nice. Yes, I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. I've been live for about 3 minutes. Well, a little under, but getting on here early talking, you know. Thomas, because I didn't like the volume with that. So whenever Grizzology confirms in these zones, right, it creates a hourly supply and demand. And when it confirms, what it's telling me is that we close back out of it with a negative delta. Then I have to decide myself, okay, does volume look good? Should I take this trade? Right? Good morning, Fabiola. Fabiola. What's up, Corey? Susan, everyone joining early. Wow. Jackson, I have to check it out. I need to add. I got a very light position on that. So, good morning, me. They go away once they're invalidated, Corey. It just draws it from every new hourly demand that is created, basically. I mean, you don't. I'm sure you can draw your own. It just makes your life a little easier, you know. Good morning, Smiley. I'm pumped. Hopefully, we catch a trade today. That would be nice. We traded for a while yesterday, no trades. I do have something on watch, everyone. I'm watching the Asia low, and you all probably, I don't have it up on the screen, but there's 25,900 for a possible bounce. I'm gonna watch that closely today, okay? No trades yesterday. Good morning, D. You had a really bad day yesterday? Well, sorry to hear that. We didn't, like I said, we didn't even catch a trade, so. What setup did you take, Patricia? If you don't mind me asking. Can everyone hear me well? Just give me a yes. Let's get the lives rolling. Awesome. Fair warning, everyone. I woke up at like 3:30 a.m. Could not go back to sleep. I believe it will be a steak day. I believe you're right. Let's do it. Let's find a winner today. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow. We go live every morning on here. Different type of live. If you're new to the live, this is more of a group effort type, right? I don't. If we, for the most part, we always discuss the setup before we take it. So, my indicator gets us the highest volume point on this time frame during each session. So it'll reset once the market opens. It'll set with the first candle. Then once we have a higher volume candle, it will reset. Appreciate that, Sniper. Grisology is going to be better coming soon, everyone. I have pretty cool updates coming for you all. It's going to be a little neater, higher probability on the. I'm going to add more confirmation on the supply and demand confirmations. Or sorry, supply and demand trades. So if you see from now on, once I drop the update, when you see like a sell signal coming out of supply, you know, it's not just going to be negative delta. It's going to have more with it, right? It's going to do a little more work for us. What's up, Jay? My bias? I don't really have a bias, but I'm watching this area. If we push down here, this Asia low, 25,900 for a possible bounce. Other than that, I'm just gonna see what we get after the first 15 minutes. Good morning to everyone who's just joining. Do we have jokes today? Good morning, Jalapeno. You didn't think I was gonna say it, did you? Good morning. I'm doing amazing this morning. How are you? I wish I had a little more sleep than I got because I woke up 3:30 a.m. Could not go back to sleep. I just laid there, petted my dog. That's it. Then hit the gym. Yeah. We need a nice winning trade today. That's what we need. Some nice sniper entry. Not much drawdown. No chop. Just get in it. Hit our price targets. Get out. Yeah, I still got the old heater going. My other one has to be delivered, and they're so behind because of the weather, you know. So, good morning.
Open up my option chain again.
You say you're about to reel some options?
I might. On the individuals. I like that they have closer expiration dates now. Especially when NQ goes 24 hours. If volatility does end up decreasing, I may go back to more full-time trading individual names.
Do you know when that's supposed to happen?
Later in 2026, I think.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I hadn't heard an exact date, so.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going back to trading individuals. Like, we only did that in Team Bull for a long time. It
But
wouldn't be some massive switch, you know?
yeah, but then when we used to do that, the breakouts were massive, you know.
Yeah.
Breakout trade with print.
There's definitely still some good opportunity there for sure.
Welcome in, Wes. Nick, everyone, welcome. If you have any questions, drop them in chat. The market opens in like 2 minutes, so it's almost go time.
Let's see.
Go ahead and share the lives. Let's get everyone in here so we don't have to repeat ourselves a million times.
Hard in the speed. Alright, 2 minutes, y'all.
Has there been a point in my trading career where I felt like quitting? They've been a ton of them, to be honest. You know, I have the urge. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm going anywhere, but I have the same urge with like social medias because I never had one before. I created socials just to trade with you all for Team Bull, you know. Sometimes I just want to quit socials, do my own thing, low key, but I'm gonna stick around. We've got a really good community here, you know, really good vibes. So it just became part of my life at this point. I will never be the guy that reads comments and stuff like that on socials. I don't look at socials. I just trade with you all, focus on my businesses, and that's it. We're gonna be consistent. Well, I gotta talk to Team Bull. Let's do this, Team Bull. Market is open. Oh, we didn't quite get down to the Asia low, and it bounced hard. So
These levels set.
wow, massive wick up, wick down rather. Wow, the candle turned green. Are you watching this at price action, Jaden?
Oh yeah.
And the delta is positive. Wild. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Sorry about that. I was watching this wild price action off the open. If I missed anyone, good morning, Naya. Let's see who else is in here. Jeff, good morning.
All right. Let's get our Tesla levels marked out too. I want more humble Honda days on Tesla. That's what I want. We need routine humble Honda option days back. Make humble Honda great again. That's what I'm saying. The blue lines on my chart represent pre-market high and pre-market low. I always coat them the same color. I coat pre-market high and low.
Okay.
And then I coat.
Any questions? Good morning, Abraham. How are you? I'm watching. I thought about taking a bounce at this that 900 area, but it happened too quickly. I didn't want to take it off the opening candle. What a crazy candle to start the morning. That was just wild to watch, wasn't it? And it's not done. Still got a minute 30 left on it. Alright, NQ, chill out. It's only the first 5 minutes. I'm having a hard time keeping this massive candlestick on the chart.
Stay patient, guys. Gonna wait the first 15 minutes per usual. I have a very tight shirt on today. I got my Team Bull shirt on, but it's like, it's like it feels like a medium. You know what they say? Sun's out, guns out, baby. Let the cannons come out. Let the cannons come out.
If you have any questions, drop them in the chat, everyone. Any questions? I did not, Kelsey.
Thank you, bro. How do you feel about these new cups? Here's the day, too, please.
All right, everyone. I will watch that pre-market low area for a possible retest. 910 to like 920.
All right. I'm with it with you. Put me down.
Keeping my stop loss. What would that be? I feel like pre-market low would be the entry.
Guess who just got here, Grizzly?
What'd you say, Jadon?
Guess who just got here? Guess who's getting here right now?
Your grandma or G?
No, neither. Pay done, baby.
Oh,
Got my coffee.
nice.
Gene also got here. Gene supplied the coffee. Pay done in the house, baby.
All right, everyone, welcome in. If you haven't already, hit the follow. I'm trying my best to find us a setup here. I'm focused in. Sorry if I'm not as talkative today. Need to make some money. I'm looking for a short entry, but looks like we're just going to sell off. We didn't have quite enough pullback there. Turn off this loud heater. Yes, plenty of time for questions, and you can share the live. A lot of negative delta on this, everyone. A lot. It has to get delivered. It's not here yet. The heater, the new one. Oh, we got what? Like 5 minutes till the 15-minute range is in. I'm not for sure about that one. Mine's still there. Welcome, welcome. So what's everyone like this morning? What's your favorite setups right now? Let's talk about it. We got time.
Roger telling me I actually do rock with Aston Martin. So the only company that's not.
Let's see here. Well, NQ, you need to chill for a second. Give us an entry. Wow, it's following through past these whole psych numbers. Interesting. Hmm. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Massive sell-off off the open here. I like moves like this though. I just hope it chills for the next couple minutes and gives us a short entry. When you have days that moves like this, you can make a lot of money quickly, but we have to have the sniper entry, have a risk. I'm gonna try to clean off the thing for you here, TikTok. See if it's any better. Let's see. There we go, a little better. Try my best to keep it on the charts. It's going straight down. 'Everyone can see the charts and everything, right? We're good. There we go. There's a high volume candle. What is this? We're getting some volume on this candle.
Yup.
$15-minute range is in.
Yep. All right. We did technically get a 2-bar setup here. It's in the first 15 minutes, which I don't love. Let's see, from 796 to 8. The wick's kind of high too. You'd have to have like. I'd watch for like a retest back to 800, a little less size, and stops below 840. If we were gonna take the 2-bar setup.
I was thinking that. I don't like the 40-point risk on that.
Yeah, I'll honestly probably try it. Not gonna say guaranteed, but I'll probably try it with maybe trade micros or something smaller, and just keep my risk minimal so that if we do lose, because it's a little higher risk trade, it keep our risk managed.
What do you all think about that? I mean, it's possible. The orb is possible to look at today. It's quite the range, but it could play out. We can keep that on watch. I like the 800 entry, but here's the thing, everyone. I don't want to risk 40 points. So I may set my stop loss a little lower down around that 30-point range for a risk. I know the trade wouldn't be invalid, but I just don't want to take a 40-point loss, you know? You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that? Do we set this one out, or do we try to 800, set our stops 830? Good morning. Welcome in, Courtney. Steve, what? Steve, 810? Well, we're here if we're going to try it. Are we trying it? I don't know. That's awful aggressive buy candle, huh? I gave it a go, everyone. Light size. It's not my favorite setup. I went with shorts. M&Q shorts, light size, everyone. Especially on your evals. If you're on your personals, it's okay, but if if you got the capital. I got filled at 99. Exactly 99. Even though that was a high volume candle. The reason we're trying shorts here. I'm gonna leave my stop at 830 everyone. I'm not risking 40 points. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense to me. 30 points worth of risk. 30, 31. If we get low a day out of this, it's gonna be a massive trade. I would like to get 50 points out of this before I trimmed. But you all can trim at 30 points if you like, 1-to-1. My entry was at 99. 7.99 was where I went short. Couldn't everyone hear me when I said that? I tried to be very loud and clear. Not crazy about that previous candle, but we'll see. You're getting close to your 1-to-1, everyone. If you like the trim at 70, you go ahead. All right. All right, take a trim, everyone. Move your stop to entry. There we go. Nice winning trade. I wasn't crazy heavy in this, but it's going to be a decent trade for me if we get low a day, everyone. What do you think about that trade? Solid? One thing that sets us apart, as soon as we got in that, we talked about it, right? Also, we knew exactly where our stop was. We wasn't happy with 40 points. We moved it down to 30. We was risking 30 points on this to possibly get low a day. See, you didn't have to be super heavy on this to make good money, right? You have to, if you got in this trade, you have to have your stops at entry now. Do not give back any profits. At this point, you can even move it into profits if you like. Nice. Make sure you hit the follow. You all just caught a winning trade. You see we go live every morning, so follow. Told you I wanted 50 points, didn't I? Don't get my stop. Come on. It almost got my stop. I got my stop in profits, everyone. Come on, give us low a day. Please give us low a day. Do not get my stop. Nice trade, everyone. Come on. Make sure you share the live, TikTok. You can share it. Just make sure you're allowed to share it wherever you share it. Don't get kicked out of a community because of it, but if we get low a day, I'm gonna have to do a giveaway or something. We're gonna have to do something. I would take all my position off at low day. Well, not all of it, like basically all at low day. There we go. Beautiful trade, everyone. Massive.
Now, we got new load out of the trade. That's exactly what I wanted.
Doctor, I took the trade too, but I knew Jaden was gonna take the same one, so wasn't no point me trying to call it over him.
Let's go, guys! Yes!
I was talking to Team Bull. I only called the trade on here on TikTok and YouTube because I knew Jaden was gonna get the same entry as I was on that. That is a nice trade. Nice 100-point trade, everyone. You can't ask for more, much more than that for a day trade. Oh, it's getting nasty now. I was so light on this trade too on my personal. Appreciate that, Nick. Everyone, TikTok, where you going? They've made money, they're gone. I don't blame you. Make the money, go chill, do whatever. I moved my stop down to right at that 25,700. I'm not giving much profit back at all on these runners. That's what I'm talking about. I just wish I had more runners. I know. Making great money on a light size trade. $25-point win, sure. If you got out there, but technically 30-point would have been the trim point to make the risk reward make sense, right? We want to keep the winners big and the losers small. This is a crazy move, everyone. This is not your typical day trade. We call a massive trade here on this live. Oh, you're paper trading? That's fine. Practice. You see how that high volume candle, that was exactly what we was looking for yesterday. We just didn't get it. We didn't get the retracement of. This is it for me. That was my final price target, previous day point of control. Like, where do you even take profits at this point? Do we sell here after this massive move? I keep on sliding my stop down. I'm gonna keep sliding it down, trailing this as close as possible without it getting me. This is gonna be 200-point trade, everyone. Share the live, get the likes going. You're almost there. You're almost there. Not much more. Oh my goodness. All right, if we reclaim this point of control, I'm out. Previous day point of control, I'm out. Trade's over. Done. I'm completely out of this trade. It could push on down, but I locked in all profits right there. A very light size, everyone. I made $1,600 on a light size trade. Just a massive move. You all know I don't talk about my personal account positioning. I talk about fundings with you, or tell you what you should do. I always feel like when I talk about that, people's like, okay, I'm sizing like that. Then they'll take a mass, you will take a loss, and they're okay, that was my account, because you don't have enough capital to trade that size in the account. I made, oh Terry, nice. I only made a couple more $100 than you. I made $1,600. With $1,600 a day, day trading is solid. Name another income, another side hustle like this. Right? Name another side hustle you can make $1,600 in 30 minutes or less. That's crazy. 540 on 2 micros? If I had 4K in the account right now, how many contracts would you recommend? So if you use Tradevate, you got to pay attention to margin requirements for whatever for who you use. Tradevate, I think they have the lowest still. I would say, $4,000 account, you could trade 2, 3 MNQ. What do you all think? Sound about right? I plan on sticking around. I'd like to catch another trade. Because this candle here had nice high volume. So if we retrace this, technically the orb's valid, but what a nice trade, everyone. Good job.
That was awesome.
Dude.
It don't get much better than that.
Man, I was light size. Real light with MNQ. I made 1,600 off that move.
Me too, man.
I see another setup here. This orb doesn't look half bad. The candle, like a entry right below 700, 680 to 700 for shorts again. If we get a pullback.
That's what I was looking for before this big move down. I'd still be open to it.
Yeah, it looks good because the risk is what? Let's see.
Hey, for all you guys.
729.
Sorry, Grizzly. Everyone tag in the chat. Post the post.
I'm gonna pay myself every weekend on my personal. I'm just gonna start doing it. Pay myself every week the profits we make. I've been slacking on paying myself. We need a payday on here, you know it? Like on these lives, or our payday, we pay ourselves. Yeah. We're gonna make payday on Thursdays. Let's do it, cause Fridays have been our most difficult trading days this year. So we'll pay ourselves on Thursday. Friday we'll trade light size. We'll still trade, but you all seen how last Friday was, and the time we had a loss before that was on the Friday as well. Was that a high? Look at the volume on that candle. Can someone tell me what the delta was on that previous candle, please? For those that understand where to find it. Charger man, the previous 5 minute was, oh no, dang. Technically, this would be the area to try shorts with the volume on that candle, but I gave it lot size on shorts again, everyone. It's quick. I was not thinking. This is the place to try it. Stopped right here. Risk defined. Oh, I wasn't unmuted in Team Board. Dang it. My entry was at 606. All right, trim, everyone. Take a trim. Take a trim. Nice. Trade. Another one, man. It took some quick thinking on my part. I apologize I didn't talk it through with you all that much, but it just happened, you know? I didn't realize the volume on that candle. When you said the negative delta, I knew it. I knew that was our entry. Once you showed me the negative delta, I was like, we got to get in this now. Nice trade, everyone. Move your stops to entry. We are crushing it this morning. If you're new to this, don't expect trading days like this every day, because these trades are just ideal. It's okay if you miss that trade. I understand it happened quickly. I didn't want it to happen that quickly. You all seen it play out. You know what's. The reason I had to ask you all for the delta, because we wicked down, right? Had this big wick. I was like, maybe, you know, it could have possibly turned green just because it's red, but it had a very high negative delta. Oh, trade's over for me, everyone. Trade's over. Trade's over. I have my stop in profits on my very light size position. I'm completely out of this trade. It could print, but I was trailing it pretty closely there since we already had a winning trade. The delta, so when a candle closes, the indicator you see, Grisology, my indicator, it shows you right here in the corner. That's your delta on the current candle. But if you want to find out the previous delta on the candles here, hold on, I gotta do something on TikTok here. You can go to, anyways, if you want to know the delta on this candle, you come up here to your candlesticks and click on the volume footprint chart. Zoom in on it, and you can see it. It'll show you the delta at the bottom. Everyone following? Makes sense? Check it out. Go right here to your candlesticks. Look at the volume footprint. It comes with TradingView. Well, I made over 2K today. Right at 2100, everyone. on a cash account. How much is my indicator? If you can get the monthly, just use code NQ. It's like $35 to try it for a month if you use code NQ. The price of a meal, a cheap meal at that anymore, huh? If you don't, I mean, if you don't like indicators, don't try it. You know, don't waste your money on it. But if you like it, you see, you know, like using it in the lives, try it out. You know, it may work for you. Appreciate that, JD. I love the support we have in these lives. How much is considered high delta? You know, that's a good question. I don't really have a typically anything over 200 plus 200 negative I would pay attention to on NQ. But you know, once you get into thousands like that, just anything over 1,000 is high, you know, in my opinion. Solid. What was I gonna say? Is it gonna make a move down after getting my stop? It is. It's gonna continue on down.
I prefer trading about now we're in. I can't speak on Grizzly there, but if we're in the first 20 minutes, there's a bit more point risk. I'm just gonna keep things a little lighter just in case and focus on catching that bigger move.
Yeah, that was my thoughts exactly. The light size was because of the risk for me. Even though I didn't have my stop where Jaden did, I had a 830. I was only willing to risk 30 points on that trade, but it worked out. I just want to invite you all to follow my Instagram as well. That's where I answer all the questions at, answer the DMs as much as possible unless it hides your DM for some weird reason. You can find all my socials at grizzlytrades.com. Appreciate that. I'm walking everyone through a day in my life today on my IG stories, just letting you follow me through, see what I do. If you want to check that out. People love it. I get asked to do that often. Appreciate it, Thomas. 10K likes on TikTok. Beautiful move. I'd like to hear about my businesses. How's the weather in Tennessee now? Still snow on the ground, cold, but roads are decent. You're welcome, me. Thanks for showing up. Let me answer. My businesses, I mean, I have the affiliates. I have Grizzly Trades as a business. I have Grizzology as a business, my indicator. I have real estate, which is not making me no money right now, but I have it. Selling options, day trading. What else? What am I leaving out? Does it, Nate? I have to check it out. I think that's all. Shouldn't have much of a delay on here at all, Sosa. Josh, did you catch that trade with us? We caught the pullback. We caught a nice one. Do I have farm animals? No, I used to have some. Quail. The predators ended up finishing them off. Crazy amount of predators around here. And I had them in metal cages too, so it was not from lack of trying, it just happened quickly. Yeah, there should only be like a 5-second delay here, everyone. So the owl that got them bent the metal latch, pushed the door in, got inside. And there was a hawk and a snake, and that was it. What about streaming? I don't make anything from streaming on here unless you all, like use code Grizzly or get Grizzology or something. I don't. Oh, Team Bull, that's income. Yeah, Team Bull as well. Yeah. You're welcome to hang out here. Yeah, you can share the live or whatever. I don't know how much longer we're going to be on here. If I see another setup, we'll take it if you like. I got plenty of cushion now. I said I'm up 2,100 from our trades this morning. That's not on my evals or funded. That's on my personal. So that's cash. So are we really gonna make it a thing where we have a payday on Thursday in here? We pay ourselves. We'll talk about it. Make a big deal out of it. Should we do it every week or every two? That's what I'm talking about, Nate. What was my entry and exits? Lance, they're all on here. You can watch the YouTube recording once we're done with this live and check them out. I post them on my YouTube every day of our lives. So they're all there. Nah, Shazo, awesome. You made 7,500, man. A lot more than I did. Make sure you follow TikTok before you leave. You know something crazy, everyone? Since we have a minute, we had over 13,000 people tune into our lives yesterday. That wasn't consistent, but like the total amount. Which is wild. No, this is not enough retracement. If you was gonna take something, you'd have to wait. At this point, if you're looking for a short entry, you could possibly justify trying this fair value gap for a short, stop at the top of the zone. But that being said, the top of the zone is the bottom of the 15-minute range. So what if it retests that? Something to consider. I'm telling you all that you don't make no money from YouTube unless you're just getting millions of views. Like millions and millions. So, I mean, I make money from it, but it's not worth talking about, you know? Red, no, I don't. Unless we hit a zone, say, there's only two ways I would take a long now. If we just had a very high volume green candle, saying we're about to trend back up at a key level, or if we hit some demand and it confirmed. And we'd have to get above that pre-market high or low, which is, yeah. I'm not looking for no long entry here though, for sure. Can I mentor you? I don't have courses or anything, man. I just trade with you all and do my own thing. I used to teach some, but just, I don't know. Like I said, if I ever thought I could create a course that just brought insane value to you all, I would do it again, but I don't. I think I can teach you quite a bit in these for free, so why not? Sometimes you all teach me stuff, to be honest. We're all learning in here. Appreciate that, Wes. The reason I said I don't like shorts where we're at now, we've just been chopping around. Anytime you have chop like this, you don't want to try another short entry. We had 2 winning trades, so. Is the IV on options high right now? I haven't looked. What's up, Florida? We're here. This is a crazy move down. So do you all see anything else you like?
Look at that move down, bro.
I know, it's crazy.
We're gonna target that is insane.
I told you all with the price action we've seen early on, I said if we get into a trade, it's gonna be a massive move. And boom.
Oh, I'm gonna try the one you got me. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, will you unthaw some ground beef?
Yeah, listen, if you all caught them 2 trades or 1 trade with us, no, do not feel like you have to trade any more today. I don't want you to have that mindset. We've made some really good money in a short period of time, so. I'm just here for the questions at this point, hanging out with you all. Appreciate that, man. Don't be greedy, Boss DJ. We did well this morning. I'm not in a trade, misses. Seems as though they did, right? Removed it or not? Apple user, what's going on? Let's talk about it. I understand it can be frustrating, but we've all been through probably what you're going through right now, so. We'll see you tomorrow, Sosa. Took a long. Well, you should talk to us about your setups in here. We'll do our best to I'll tell you what I think. If you ever have another trade you're watching, drop it in chat before it confirms. I'll help you out the best I can. Okay. Any more questions? Let's make this educational now. So let's have some questions or talk about whatever. Jacob says just passed 5 evals with Coke Grizzly. Awesome, Jacob. I want to say this. Make sure everyone understands that Apex has they have a activation fee once you pass the evals. Keep that in mind. I didn't realize people didn't realize that, but unless when you see a prop firm advertising, they'll say no activation. That's one of their key, catches. They'll always say that. But Apex has an activation fee. The evals are super cheap, but you will have to pay it. But if you look at the prices of evals that don't have activation fees through other companies, it still makes sense. Just make sure you do your own research. Okay? Just want to point that out. I should write an article about that. Put it in my channel on Instagram. We got some high volume candles here. So many high volume, like, what would that be? There's just too much risk on these candles. I think they all have weird rules to some point, but I would say Apex, Take Profit, and Tradeify are all you need. And you can go to my website, check them out, read about them, grizzlytrades.com. Very new to trading. First, I recommend to just focus on learning. Just focus on education in the beginning. And once you get to a certain point in your education, you'll know the answer to that question. But here's my thought, and you all can disagree. That's cool with me. But I think trading on an eval is more difficult than trading on a paper account. You have more emotions into it, so it gives you. I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's better than paper trading in a way, because paper trading you have $0 on the line. With the eval from Apex, you may have, if you get it right now with the 90% off, like $20 in it. Still some money, so. I'm not familiar with them, Daniel. I'm telling you, I'll go to my website, grizzlytrades.com, pick one of them. You don't have to worry about if they're legit or not that way. And if something happens, let me know. We'll talk about it. So can I explain the significance of volume and delta on the candle before your entry? So delta, this gives me a idea of who's in control. Was they more aggressive buying or more aggressive selling on that candle? Was the sellers in control or buyers? Volume tells me, when I say high volume candle like we entered on earlier, that tells me there's a higher chance that it's going to continue down that way, right? We had higher volume, we got some strong aggressive selling. How much is activation fee on Apex? I think with the 50K is like 75 right now with this sell. I may be wrong, but you have to check the Apex website. I seen it on their X account as well. Future Famous, like I was telling everyone earlier, if you want to look at Delta, you can either watch it on the chart here with Grizzology on the bottom right, or you can come up here to this candlestick where you change your candlesticks on TradingView, go to volume footprint, zoom in, you can see it there. If you don't want to pay the activation fee, you have to go with Take Profit or Tradeify's evals has them. No activation fee. Yeah, ask any questions. I'm gonna hang out for a bit if you all want to stick around. $20 is too cheap to stay accountable. I don't know. I'm still pretty frugal myself. If I have $20, I'll throw it in savings. I understand what you mean, though. Do I use a 2-bar setup? Not really, Abraham. We just read price action. Nothing wrong with it, but we just read price action on here and react at key levels. Wes, I'm not the best person with coding, but I'm decent. Luckily, I have know people who are considered top of the line in the industry. So yeah, I can build indicators myself on TradingView. I did a lot of Grizzology work myself, especially the recent stuff. You want me to drop a trade recap today on YouTube? Fine. I will do it. Appreciate that, Spartan. No, I've been offered some big money to teach courses, like 2, 3, 400K. It's just I don't know what I could teach that I would feel good. I don't know what I could teach you all that I feel good about charging that. But like I said, it's all here for free for the most part. I haven't sold any. What's Mara at right now? I gotta sell some. I gotta sign my shares on Mara, so I gotta sell some covered calls. I was wanting more of a push up closer to that 10 area on Mara, but I'll have to see where we're at. I typically look around power hour time to see where's, Thanks, Baxter. Baxter, I said that right? Yeah, Baxter. Nice, after hours. It's definitely a steak type of day. 2,100 profit. Yeah, ask a question. We got time. Yeah, I would say so, Red. You're probably right. Easy money. We took two shorts. One was up around. Where was that first short we caught at? You all know I forget these trades right after we take them. Oh. Oh, right here. We took shorts at 800 here. We caught the move down. Then we took another trade, which was right here. Another high volume candle. I'm going to make a recap, so we don't have to talk about the setup. It'll be posted on my YouTube today of the trades. And, a lot of people, you come into people's lives, I've seen it before. A lot of people are, hesitant because they talk about all these trades, but you never have proof. But every trade, every live we do is on YouTube. I never delete it. The only time it doesn't get posted is if I turn off my phone without clicking the, making it add it. So you can always check them out. YouTube, go to grizzlytrades.com. Grizzlytrades.com, you can find a link to my YouTube there. All my socials, for the most part. I think I gotta fix my TikTok one. Have a good day, Red. Any questions? I got a question for you all. How are you all doing this year trading? Like, how's it? I mean, how would you say the first month went? With you, amazing. Solo not working, still working on it. Nice, you'll get there. Discipline issues. Let's just stay locked in these lives together. I'm telling you all. Let's come in here. Let's keep a consistent positioning size. Not go super heavy. One trade should never even come close to blowing your account. Okay? Let's just come in here, try this. Let's come in here, let's talk about our setups, take our trades, let's manage our risk right, and let's see where we're at the end of this month. I'm not just saying to take my trades only. I'm saying we'll talk about the setups. Went on tilt. A loss can trigger tilt quickly. So, if that's one of your triggers, you maybe just, if you take a loss, get up, go for a walk, clear your mind, come back. The worst thing we can do is go on tilt. Let me tell you why. So let's say we have a trade, right? It hits our stop. We lost 500. And we're like, okay, I want to make that back. Then, that thought triggers our tilt, or whatever thought, triggers yours. So I got to make that money back. Then you end up digging a bigger hole. Then you're like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be profitable all year by the time I get out of this hole. You can't think like that. You have to say, okay, I've made these mistakes. I'm not trying to make that money back. I'm going to focus on being consistent from here on out. Make sense? I've took some massive losses in my time from tilt, just oversizing. So I speak from experience. Make sure you hit the follow. I go live every single day. Well, when the market's open, that is. Like I said yesterday, red days are just as much part of trading as winning days. Winning trades and losing trades both come with day trading. It's okay. It's not bad. What's bad is when you go on tilt. Appreciate that, Jerry. I think I may call it a day a little early this morning as well if you all don't have any more questions. My knees are tired and I still got to make all this, the recap and all that good stuff, work on a few things. I stand while I trade, if you're wondering. After I hit 30 minutes cardio and a workout this morning, sauna. Well, CK Bricks, in this live, we decided yesterday we're going to have a set amount of risk. So I think around I'm just gonna say no more than 40 points ever, but ideally 30 or less. Maybe we should say 35. Because it seems like even when we have proper risk to reward, if we have a 40-point stop, people still don't size properly, and it's causing people to take bigger losses than I would like in here. So when we do have a losing trade. What did we decide? What was the exact number? See, that trade today had 40, technically should have been 40 points worth of risk, the one we took, but we ended up saying, no, we're only risking 30. So. But I'm going to get off here and make the recap for you all, and will be dropped on YouTube. I need everyone to watch it. I don't care to make them. I just, sucks making them and not getting not many views, Used to when I made one, whenever I was consistent with YouTube, we'll get like 3,000 plus views every recap, 2,000 plus, I believe. Appreciate that, Wes. You all gonna be here in the morning, right? Be live again, see if we can catch some more winning trades. All right, see you all in the morning, okay?